Don't ever go down here. Paris catacombs. Excited for this video. I kind of want to read the disclaimer. I want to see what this says. Videos filmed with experienced individuals who understand the risk of underground environments, took precautions appropriate to the situation, exploring tunnels, restricted spaces, extreme dangers. Do you have to have these disclaimers? I feel like it's for monetization purposes.
So this is a video.
Because I don't want to say, bro, if you see somebody explore the Paris catacombs and then go, oh, I think I'm going to do that, the disclaimer's not stopping you. You know, let's get into the mindset of the guy that's like, oh, this looks fun. Oh, wait, no, it says it's dangerous activities. Never mind. I'm not going to do it.
Video I never thought I'd make.
Oh, that is crazy. It's just endless.
Beneath the busy streets of Paris lies a vast underground network known as the...
They always say beneath, but how deep below Paris are the catacombs? Like, is it like right where their sewer system is? Or is it like 100 feet below ground? Like, how deep are the catacombs?
Lies a vast underground network known as the catacombs. Over 300 kilometers of dark, sprawling tunnels stretching silently below the city. A huge maze that very few people have ever seen, surrounded by stories of disappearances, secret gatherings, and huge walls lined up with bones and skulls. But
I'm just fascinated by the history of the catacombs, just on the sheer amount of people that are down there. Aren't there like 3 million dead bodies, or like pieces of dead bodies? 7 million people. I was way off. The Paris catacombs contain the skeletal remains of 7 million people. And it was because, like, didn't they have an overpopulation? Not overpopulation. They had no space to put more dead bodies. So they had to dig people up and then create the catacombs to make a network where they were able to, like, put the bodies so that they had space to do shit above ground. But it's like, then how did it get... If this is a 300-kilometer network, how is there not, like, a clear-cut map and system for this, right? If they're making, like, a mass grave, why are they having labyrinths of, like, you know, hallways that you're able to walk down if there's no need to even have that? It's just so weird that it was, like, effectively abandoned.
even just getting inside wasn't gonna be easy. Entrances are hidden, access is restricted, and finding someone willing to take you down there, especially with a camera, is almost impossible.
No way he posted that on his Instagram
And finding
story.
someone willing to take you...
Does anyone here know a guide for the Paris catacombs? If so, please DM me. How do you fact check the credibility of some random Instagram user that just replies to you? Yeah, man, I'll take you down.
Down there, especially with a camera, is almost impossible. But we thought we had found a way. So we traveled to France, hoping to explore what lies beneath Paris. But what I was about to witness...
Where are the dead bodies? This just looks like a fucking... I thought like... Okay, maybe the... Where are the 7 million dead bodies? Because I thought the Paris catacombs were just like walls of skulls.
...to witness I could never have imagined.
If it gets any deeper than this, I'm gonna freak out.
Yo, literally no fucking world would I go in that water. I don't even really know, like, what constitutes still water either, but, like, they're just being 4 feet of water and then me tripping and then submerging myself. My dumb ass would be, like, mid-sentence, I'd trip and then inhale some of the water, like, here in the ocean. I'd go... We need to leave. We need to get out of here. I just swallowed some of it.
I'm getting a little bit creeped out. I
just swallowed some of it.
think we should get out of here. Oh, there's...
Oh, wait, was that a skull behind him?
I'm actually getting a little bit creeped out.
I'm getting a little bit creeped out as there's like 800 femur bones. Just like right next to him.
I think we should get out of here. Oh, there's someone coming.
Bro, seeing somebody down there would be the most terrifying experience of your life. You're exploring the catacombs with like 3 people and you just like shine your flashlight and see the reflection of somebody's eyes. Would you run away or would you approach them? Because they could, like, murder you down there and your body would never be found. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to run away. I feel like I'd be like, hey, man. I'd probably say something. You're going to run? Then you're going to get lost.
So they're gonna be here in 10 minutes, they say? Hopefully they're gonna show up. We're just...
It's some, like, random teenager. It's just like a Twitch chatter. Hey, man. Ready to go to the catacombs? You know where we're going. Nope. Did a YouTube tutorial, though. I think I'm pretty well prepared.
on some random street. We have no idea how to get there. And we're not allowed to even show how we get there. We have to blur a lot because They want it to be a secret how to get there. They don't want more people there, and the map looks like a maze.
This is the map of the catacombs? Dude, that's wild. They built this all under Paris.
Going there without guides would be totally irresponsible. And even with guides, there's a possibility of getting lost. That is like the main thing, is if you get lost in there, you're not gonna find your way out. I have no idea who I'm looking for, because I've never met these people in my life. They didn't even have like really an Instagram profile.
Brother, no profile picture account tells you they're gonna fucking give you a tour. How are you fact checking this guy? This dude hits you up, 300 followers, no profile picture, no posts, and you're just trusting them? Shady ass motherfucker. Hell no. Fly all the way to Paris and be like, all right, meet me at 4.
There's about people going down there and being robbed by their guides. Hopefully they're not gonna try to rob us. So we're gonna blur your face, right? That's what you want.
For the spot, it's very...
He's like 25. Guarantee you, bruh. He's a young guy.
It's secret because few people know.
Yeah.
So you really have to try not to say well.
How do you sneak into the catacombs, though? Bro, it's definitely through like a fucking like a manhole, like a sewer drain.
Careful.
So here the guide was telling us about a secret spot, even among the most hardcore cataphiles, known as the graveyard. It was said to be one of the most disturbing and mysterious parts of the catacombs. Located deep within the tunnels and not on any map, he still said he could take us there. However, as we were about to find out, getting down there would not be easy.
Yeah. Just one thing, the camera.
Yeah.
If there are other people,
yeah,
you have to hide it.
Okay.
Because they can smash it, they can
yeah. You get mad.
It because you really have to
yeah.
to hide it in the microphone.
Yeah.
It's a LED,
yeah.
Light, so be careful.
Keep it on the inside.
That they don't see.
Yeah.
Bro, entrances are blurred. They're going in right. What do you mean entrances are blurred, bro? Entrances are blurred. I'm seeing you enter it right now. It's on the side of the road. Oh shit, I can't see what else is around it. What the fuck? I still see the manhole. I was like, how else are they getting in here? So really, it's just like a random sewage drain that you're able to just like open up and just crawl down, and that's how you get in. Oh, this is fucking sketchy as shit.
So you call yourself cataphiles, right? That's the name? How many cataphiles are there, would you say?
How many? Could not exactly. It may be a few hundred people.
You think they ever be taking like skulls and shit back? Somebody, bro.
They are
put a human skull in a bag.
living there, you know. They are staying here for days or maybe sometimes weeks, and they are asking other people.
Who's the author of this video? Magnus, the rock climber, Magnus Mitbo.
To bring them like food or things to survive.
There's somebody that died exploring the catacombs. There's a lot of people that died exploring the catacombs. Getting lost. I mean, like, a lot of it's, like, undocumented. They just go missing because they're not going to search for you.
Here?
You say if people see our cameras, they can get really mad and try to smash the cameras. So we should be a little bit mindful of that.
Is that a piss bottle?
So we
classic piss bottle spotted.
We should be a little bit mindful of that. So that is around 10.
Dude, they got like drinks down here, bro. Oh my God. There's probably some people that are like, yo, you want to go get drunk in the catacombs?
Meters down there.
Pass. Yo, you want to go take DMT right by the wall of skulls? Oh yeah, man. What a great idea. Start freaking out. You just run down one of the hallways, get lost. This doesn't really seem that hard to get into the catacombs. I thought it would be like you have to like break a lock or something. Like it's really just like opening a manhole cover and then like crawling down multiple ladders.
That one's pretty
can see why you would get lost in here already. It's like
I have a map.
you have a map. Problem with the map is if you don't know where you are on the map, then it becomes useless.
I'm maybe not the biggest scatterfield, you know?
Okay.
But I did the comb a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going.
I would hate that he would be telling me this right now. So I'm actually not as like experienced as a lot of other people. I've only been down here like a few times.
Not often.
So like if we get like lost or anything, it's kind of like a group effort to get out of here.
Because the thing is that I don't really like the catacombs people anymore. The people that you meet here in the ground, they are other people that are taking like hard drugs.
Oh my god, bro, there's actually people that are crawling in here and then like what, like shooting up heroin and shit? Oh fuck.
Okay.
They're just coming here to getting high.
Yeah. And that's maybe why they're a little bit dangerous sometimes too. With
So even though we had only been down there for around 20 minutes at
Yeah, there's probably like homeless people that live down here.
this point, I was already completely lost. My sense of direction was non-existent. When people say it's like a maze down here, they really aren't exaggerating. Every twist and turn feels identical and disorienting. We were now completely reliant on
Also, bro, I think we're underestimating how annoying it is to walk in this position for 4 hours. Like being constantly crouched down and like semi-claustrophobic, your neck and your back just start killing.
our guide to navigate.
Oh god, bro.
And soon we saw the first traces of the people that live down here.
Just like a fat fucking poop wall. Because there's no sewage. It's just like a pile of shit in a corner.
oh wow, that's creepy. The ape, monkey. Oh, they're actually pretty though. Like they've done a good job. So that's an actual skull, right?
And behind you can see the.
Oh, there's all. That is creepy. That's the first time ever I've seen. So that is actually human teeth. That is so.
That ain't a human skull. What is this guy got the underbite of the century? What the fuck are we talking about? What is this extendo mag on the bone here? That is not a human skull. Yeah, that's like a fucking donkey. What are we talking about? Fractured? That is not a human skull, chat. Your teeth would end right there. You're one of the Habsburg. It's the Habsburg child.
And there's 6 million people buried down here, right?
6
million skeletons. That's more than population of Norway. And these
Less than 6 million people live in Norway? Wow. I would if you had asked me like how many people live in Norway, I probably would have guessed like 40 million. Like I don't really know like population data. Like I know the US is around like 370 million. India's like 1.8 billion, China's a billion. I would guess like dude, even in the UK, how many people do you think live in the UK? I'm going to go 180 million. 69 million. Wow. See, that's like so little. The US is so populated. Comparably? Well, I mean, the UK is also a much smaller country. What's like another random country? How many people do you think live in Mongolia? 2 million. 3.5. See, that's shocking. That, like, Mongolia almost has as many people as Norway.
catacombs filled up with skeletons during the plague, right? A lot of people died during the plague and they didn't know where to bury the bodies, so that's when they put it underground.
Yes.
Bro, but how are they moving? Okay, after the plague, they didn't know where to put the bodies, but they're carrying 6 million bodies underground. Like, I hate to say it, bro. If it's the plague and millions of people have died, I'm not creating a catacombs. I'm just burning the bodies. Like, if you have that big of a problem where, like, in Europe, over a third of the population was wiped, and in some areas, like, 60% of a population was killed, like, I'm just burning the bodies. Like, they did do, I know they did do that. They did cremate people, or they would create mass graves. But, like, a catacombs is, like, a deep interconnected network. Like, this is a lot more complicated. Bones? You can burn bones. Get that shit hot enough.
Actually, when we waited for you up there, there were 2 people coming up to us and asking what we were going to do, and we said, oh, we're going down to the catacombs. And they told me, I hope you have a good guide, because there are some Some people said that they've even been robbed down here.
Yes, it can be.
him sliding the gun back into his pocket. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Dangerous.
But no one should
It can be dangerous down here.
go down here alone though, right? I've heard people use like the glow sticks, so they put markers on the wall, and then when you light it up, it like glows up. But
Yes, but the problem is that, for example, you can see on some point that they have how you say this?
like arrows?
Yes,
Yeah.
arrows to show the exit. But
Yo, language barrier problem I'm noticing. This is an issue. I'd also be like, we need to bring one guy that could just speak like your, first primary language. I'm assuming he's French. Like, we should have some guy that speaks fluent French and English. Now we're having a communication problem here.
they're totally fake. It's people are throwing this so the people get confused and don't know where to get out.
But this is all limestone, right? And it was, I believe this was extracted to build the buildings. And does it ever flood in here with water?
There are some parts where the water can go up, and if it rains, you can be trapped.
Okay.
Do you think their guide, knows where he's going right now? I know he said he had a map, but, I feel like he's so confidently pivoting that, he has to know the turns they're taking. I'd immediately be like, hey, man, where are we going? Right? Hey, bro, where are you taking us? It's getting pretty wet down here. About, 9 inches of water we're walking in.
A small part of the catacombs by mind. But after, I will have my map. The catacombs are
Oh, God, dude. Once he whips out the map is where I'd get nervous.
so big that I can't have all in my mind.
There's zero cell phone reception here though, right? There's no cell phone. Yeah. So if you need
Yeah, what a great fucking question there. Oh, we're not able to call anybody? Yeah, brother, you're 30 feet underground, covered by concrete.
rescue, there's no chance.
So you have to find a little. I don't.
Yo, actually imagine going down here alone and your headlamp dies.
Remember where exactly it is, but yes, the resistance.
Oh, there's
What?
It is, but yes, the resistance.
Oh, there's
Yo, if I was down there, I'd start making weird noises. If I knew there was a group of other people, I'd start going, "Arrgh!" Freaking people out.
There's someone coming.
What, are they gonna walk by each other? What, are you gonna give them a nod?
That was
So, you shooting up heroin down here, or just exploring? What's the vibe today, eh?
pretty sketchy. It was close, but we managed to hide our cameras just in time. But it made us realize how alert we were going to have to be down here, especially as the next place we were heading towards was one of the most well-known parts of the catacombs, a section called La Plague.
Also, I know the people that died so long ago that any bacteria down here would obviously be also dead. But just the knowledge that some of the bones that I'd be encountering were the bones of people that died of very serious illnesses would somehow creep into my mind that I'd convince myself that I just contracted some deadly disease.
Right.
If aren't our immune systems better? If I could recreate the Black Plague and give it to you and you didn't get vaccinated for it, you would be as bad as somebody with the plague in early European times. No offense, why do you have 10K viewers? Couldn't tell you, big dog. I'm a big second screen guy. There's probably like 6,000 people that are watching out of the 10K that are just playing video games, and I'm on their side monitor, or they're like doing homework or other activities, and they kind of have me on in the background. How much money to make a vlog of the catacombs? No amount of money. I would die down here. Addison, thank you for the 5. My luck, I would get a viewer that would rob my ass and shiv me in the neck, and then I would bleed out in the catacombs. Oh, hey, yeah, man, I could take you down there.
Well, look at the leg. I thought it was a person at first.
I hate this creepy music. I feel like I'm about to get jump scared.
This room I've seen. So they call this the Goblin. And was this has been here for a while, I guess.
Yes.
So when did people start coming down here? Do you know?
Maybe 1900, like
Wow, you see how cold it is?
20.
Okay.
It's one guy who did it's the first time.
I don't know why, but in my head I was thinking it'd be hot. Like, I would assume it would be like wet and warm.
Anyone did get down, and he has a grave in the north of the GRS because he died there because his light went break.
Oh, that's something I didn't think about.
Bro, I was just talking about that. And that's like a slow death too. Like if your light breaks down here, like you're just gonna starve to death.
If you run out of batteries down here, that makes
Oh, well, you would die of dehydration, actually.
it even.
Yes, but he has like a lamp with fire.
Oh, like okay.
Oh my God, no technology. Bro's just exploring the catacomb. Oh. Yo, it's 1920. You're exploring the catacombs with a lantern, dude. Ooh. Talk about feeling like I'm in Pirates of the Caribbean. That should be terrifying. That's like the setting of every horror game ever. You have a lantern and you're walking alone.
And then did find him like, I think, maybe 10 years or 20, 15 years.
What? Dude. So in the early 2010s, they found his body and they were like, wow, this guy, it would be a skeleton at that point. And they deduced that he was a man that was alive in the 1920s. Imagine stumbling upon that. Like a guy from over basically 100 years ago. Like all his clothes, his belongings on him, and he got lost.
So the weird thing is that there were
That's so scary. I feel like there's like even a genuine chance right now that they would like stumble upon like just a dead guy.
candles here, and they're lit up. And these candles only last for a few hours, so there's definitely some people around here, and some guys passed us too, and our guide was afraid that those guys, even though they seemed friendly, would tell other guys, and if the other guys found out, that could turn into like a manhunt down here. They would be hunting us down, trying to find us and smash the cameras.
Now that we had seen the more famous parts of the catacombs, we started heading deeper into lesser known passages. The place we were going to had hardly been mapped at all, which is why very few people venture here. The further we went, the more disoriented.
I'm assuming they're gonna leave not in the spot they came in, right? Because that'd be really inefficient if they go down here, walk for fucking 3 hours, and then have to walk back. Like, he's probably gonna find them an exit somewhere else, because it's just everywhere in Paris.
It became. If something went wrong, if we got separated, if our lights ran out, if we took a wrong turn, finding our way back out would be almost impossible. This is also where our guide warned us that we would start to see human remains.
Wow,
Bro.
that's full of bones and skulls. It's so weird that has been humans walking around having thoughts and worries, and now they're all down here.
Why is it all the same bones, though? Like, I feel like they organized them. You ever see the images of it? He's probably going to see it. Where, like, it's a part of the catacombs where they're, like, stacked. Like, skulls and femurs and other parts of the bodies. It's like they sorted them.
So,
very weird.
So do you believe in ghosts?
I know it's because it's human bones, chat. I'm saying they were sorting them, though.
I have to say, for example, in the graveyard where we are going,
Yeah.
for me, it's very creepy.
Okay.
Because I don't feel comfortable,
Right.
going there. But it's very exciting, so I do it.
Yeah.
but I don't feel safe, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a ghost with, it's...
Do you believe in ghosts? I do have a ghost story that I've told a few times that really freaked me out, but I don't know if I would say that it was a ghost. It was just very odd. I would say if there was a place that would be haunted, I feel like it would be all of Paris, seeing that there's 6 million dead bodies underground. Tell it. I've told it a few times. I went to we're going to give it a quick rundown of the story. I went to a 70s Airbnb. If this is on YouTube and you've already seen the story, fucking skip it. I went to an Airbnb like 3 years ago with Brooke, and it was this like 70s themed like A-frame house. It was really cool, and I enjoyed the time that we were only there for like 3 days. And the one night we watched a movie and we started hearing noises in the bedroom, like creaking noises. And I was like, whatever. So we go lay down. And we're, like, watching TV, about to go to bed, and I hear, like, a loud thud in the bathroom. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And so I go look, and first, my initial thought is, like, oh, somebody just tried to, like, break into the house. So I fucking grabbed, like, a sharp object. I was like, I'm about to kill somebody. So I'm, like, going around the corner like this. And I go see it. It's a makeup bag fell off the counter. But the makeup bag was, like, all the way in the corner of the counter. It wasn't hanging off. So for it to fall off, like, it would have had to be, like, pushed, which was, you know, confusing. I was like, stuff has fallen in the bathroom before in, like, other areas I've been in. It's weird. You just ignore it. So I go lay back down. Then I start hearing, like pitter-patter, like somebody walking, and I'm like, it's got to be, like, an animal. So I sit dead still, and I'm listening, and I hear it, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like an animal. I look at where the sound's coming from. It stops. I lay back down. It starts again. I look at where it's coming from. It stops. So then I go, well, maybe it's the way that I'm laying in this bed. The bed's creaking, and that's really weird. So I lay perfectly still. It starts again. And this time I go, I'm going to ignore it. And it's at the foot of the bed, right? Most of the time it's at the foot of the bed. It's making this noise. And so I'm ignoring it. And as I'm ignoring it, it starts getting louder and closer. And so I actually start freaking out. Like, it's 3 a.m. and I'm going, I need to get the fuck out of here. And so eventually I, like, take out my phone and I shine my flashlight and I'm not hearing the noise. I lay back down. It happens again. I just start ignoring it. And then I start hearing, like, in the bedroom away. Like, creaking, like somebody's jumping on the bed. Like, that's the sound that it sounded like. So I go in there, there's nothing. And I'm like, I'm actually freaking the fuck out. And Brooke's tweaking too. She ends up just going to bed and she's like, I can't deal with this. And so I'm like, all right, well, I gotta stay awake because I'm not trying to fucking, tweak out. And, or I couldn't go to bed because I was tweaking out. So I stay up like another hour and it doesn't stop to a point where, like, I literally just, like, lay down and I just close my eyes for like 30 minutes and I'm just like, whatever, I'm just going to sleep through this. Like, wake up the next day, there's red wine in the sink. Didn't buy red wine. So weird. Never had red wine the whole time we were there. Nothing red. So freaky. Oh, also forgot. There was like, side note, there was one other part where, like, when we were clearing, like, that room, there was this other weird cubby on the second floor. And she was like, you need to go look in there. And it was like a cubby that's like where they're walking at the same height they're walking here. And so I'm like crouching down. And before I go in, I go, Brooke, if I see a homeless man or somebody in there, what am I going to do? Like, I open the door and I see some guy just like this, looking at me in the corner. Like, am I going to attack him? How, like, what's the play? Like, obviously I'm going to look, but I'm like, what am I going to do? So I look, there's nobody there, and we go right back down. But it was like really freaky. And that was, like, the weirdest thing, I guess, like, ghost-wise that I've experienced. But I don't know if it was a ghost, but it really was unexplainable. Like, I stayed up for, like, 2 hours just, changing what I was doing, the way I was laying. And it's like the noise kept happening. And it was so odd. It was so odd. It wasn't water dripping. It wasn't an animal. I don't know what it was, but it was freaking me out. Yeah, the wine was really weird. I don't know how to explain it. But I still don't believe in ghosts, but I would never go back there. Be way too freaky. And it was also, it made it worse too because it was like a 70s themed house. So they had like paintings and shit of like the Fonz. They had like cassette tapes and like players and like shit that like made it all 70s themed. And there would just be like a framed photo of this guy. So imagine it's like 3 a.m. and it's dark and you're like looking through rooms and you just see this in the corner. Fucking so bad. It made it like the environment was terrible. I told Brooke, I was like, when I review this, should I like say, I was like, I can't give a bad review and say the house was haunted. So I give it 5 stars still. But I remember being like, there's no shot I could just be like, hey, great Airbnb, may have been haunted, 4 stars.
I did not try.
Are you unsure?
I'm not sure. I didn't concentrate.
Why would he write the story on the review? Because then I'm hurting the business and it could just be me being a fucking psycho. You know, like maybe I'm just crazy. Like I didn't want to give them a bad review because of my personal experience that had nothing to do with the actual house itself. Oh, I think they're lost.
It's I did not try.
Are you unsure?
It also sucks that all the graffiti kind of blurs to look the same as you walk because there's just so much graffiti.
I'm not sure. I didn't concentrate.
The nervous laugh. Yo, I'd probably follow him there. Imagine he just bags on them and leaves.
I hope he's coming back. Like, there would be 0 chance for us to find our way out from here alone.
Really? You don't think if you wandered enough, you would find an exit? Like, if you had, like, 10 hours.
Should we follow you, or? He's telling us not to worry, but,
No, it's against the I wasn't concentrated because I
Yeah, you were talking.
can,
Yeah, okay.
nothing.
That was nothing.
It's just a word.
Bro. I would actually be so fucking nervous. I'd be like, yo, I'm not about to die for this.
Wow, this is so wild. There are human bones on the ground. I don't want to step on anything. I don't want to be disrespectful. And they also say that a lot of this dust on the ground is actually human bone as well. Like the dust from the bones. Look at all the bones.
Yo, this is fucking terrifying, man. See, like that, like going back, I don't believe in ghosts, bro, but this shit would freak me out so bad. It's so cool too. Like when he was in that area and there was just like a fucking pile of bones, I would probably stare at it and be like, wow. Just like thinking about it. But at the same time, I'd be like, dude, this is so fucking creepy.
Trying not to step on anything. This is wild. It's almost like part of me doesn't believe that it's from humans, but it is. And a lot of them died during the plague, which was really tragic. Probably a lot of young people as well. And where we're going next is probably the most secret spot that very few people have seen. And that's supposed to be way crazier than this. This is just like a little taste of what that is like.
Apparently people died there recently. Killers put their bodies down there because police would not check. That's what I'm saying, dude. You murder somebody in this area of the catacombs, they're just not finding you.
I smell smoke.
Smells like
That's and I hear voices too.
yes.
Dude! Oh my god, were those the people from earlier that are trying to find them? Turning into some Hunger Games ass shit, dude. Hell no. I feel like those people are trying to run at us. Let's get the fuck out of here. Put the cameras away.
To avoid those people, the guide took us on a slight detour, which honestly felt a bit sketchy. Encounters this deep underground could potentially be quite dangerous. If anything happened down here, we would be completely on our own. And what people would be doing this deep in the catacombs, we had no clue. As we continued towards the graveyard, we passed an old bunker used by the French resistance in World War II. However, it was unfortunately blocked, so
What? Like, what the fuck is down here, man? I feel like there's just, like, everything.
we couldn't really see much of it. So
There's a bunker that's blocked off. They're not able to, like, kick it down. What's blocking it?
we continued, unaware we were about to face a new challenge.
Is that silly string? Some lighthearted people down here. Little silly string.
So apparently this next section has a lot of
That was not a cobweb, chat. You see how thick that shit was?
deep water. Ooh, that was deep. Oh, wow.
Dude.
It feels like clay. Like a sinkhole almost. So you're
Yeah, I'd be worried. Dude, it's such murky water, you could just fall into a pit.
saying that you're not sure that we are able to cross this. It might be too deep.
We have to see if it's going high or not. And I can remember one time we had to get our
Oh my god, I thought he was hitting a vape. I was gonna say, this guy's so chill.
backpack
Just not worried at all.
on our head.
Yeah. Might be a little too deep. I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Just start sprinting.
The water was going
Oh, wow.
our necks. So
Ooh.
let's see.
Joe glorifying a vape? No, I'm saying it would just be like nonchalant. I'm not saying it's cool to vape. I'm saying it would be like if while we were talking about how we're lost, he was just mid conversation hitting a fucking a disposable nicotine bar, whatever, what elf bar. I'd be like, dude.
That's like my worst nightmare, to be trapped
It would make me less nervous because I'd be like, oh, he's just so chill about it.
in here with like, if the water comes up to here and you can't breathe, that'd be a terrifying way to go. All right, so it's getting really, really deep here. I don't know if you guys see this, but I'm like to my hip right now. Whoa, yeah, that's deep.
Do not buy electric butt plugs off Temu. Thanks for the nice message, man. Really appreciate that.
Okay, I'm just gonna see. That is very
Noted.
deep. Bet this water is pretty dirty too.
How much for you to fucking just drink a glass of that? $5 million. I think I would die.
This is fine so far, but
It does look pretty good, though. It looks like glacier water.
if it gets any deeper than this, I'm gonna freak out. And the water is probably so dirty because it's not moving at all in here, so I'm like, I don't want to touch the water, right?
Luckily, the water
Wait,
level
are you saying the water's still?
remained passable, so we were able to continue. But as we got closer to the graveyard, the guide told us to stop filming in order to keep the location secret. As we arrived at the entrance, however, the guide started acting a bit strange. He insisted that he would wait outside while we rappelled 15 meters down an old well to finally see what was hidden down there.
Yeah, I'm good. I'd walk back. Nope, I'm okay. Like, imagine he didn't tell you about this part. He's like, oh yeah, we gotta rappel down a rope. They gotta climb that back up? I'm good. How are they gonna get back up? These little, like, metal spokes that they could stand on?
While we rappelled 15 meters down an old well to finally see what was hidden down there.
I'd never think that there was
See, this is still not making sense to me. If there's thousands of dead bodies in this next spot they're going to, like, how did they get them down this? Because, like, whoever built this had to have these bodies down
Bring
here
him down
or
here.
get them down here. You just start chucking them down a hole.
Oh, wow. What the?
Like what?
This is so crazy. Oh my god, look at this. It's just stacked. And look at the skulls. So right now we're right below a churchyard, and that's...
Yo, if I'm the cameraman. He's like, yo, do your job. Do your job. Oh, sorry. Are those real? Yeah, those are dead bodies.
What?
Or not dead bodies, but remains.
Why there's so many down here.
It's not fucking TOS, chat. You could go tour parts of the catacombs.
Look at the wheelbarrow.
Like, what? That is... Somebody left that. Somebody left that. Fucking what? 500 years ago? 400 years ago? They wheeled a barrel of skulls. And then just dipped.
These look
That's wild, dude.
ancient. So these are probably from the 1800s. You see all the rust and shit on it. And also you can see the mold on the skulls. That is kind of nasty.
Wait, from the 1800s, they said?
Wow. There must be...
Yeah, not skulls, but heads. Do you think they were skulls when they wheeled them down here? Had to be, chat. You think he just had a wheelbarrow full of fucking human heads? Like, I think they were probably skulls when he wheeled them.
Skulls.
They wouldn't fit if there was flesh.
That is kind of nasty.
It is weird there's mold on them now.
Wow. There must be thousands in here alone. And they're all so like organized. I wonder who had that job of sorting all this stuff. Like, it's just endless. So this place where we are now is the most secret spot. It's very hard to find. If it wasn't for our guide, we would never find this place. Very few people have been down here.
Look how deep it is left.
It's crazy that the teeth are still intact. The teeth look perfect and white, some of them. This is one of, if not, it's probably the most spooky thing I've ever seen. I don't believe in ghosts, but...
I feel like my dumb ass would trip, dude. Fucking fall into the wall of the bones. That'd be, like, so nerve-wracking. I'm, like, dude, just the idea that, like, you could, like, disturb something.
If I did, I would be terrified.
That's down here. Ugh.
Some people say that there are cults hanging down here. Hopefully we're not
Yeah, I could see that.
gonna meet anyone tonight, any cult. But this is crazy. This is unbelievable. The fact that this is right underneath Paris, like busy streets.
Like, how many bodies, how many people do you think are in this room with him? Like, over 500.
With modern lights and...
In remains. Like, that one bit, like, extended so
people have no
far.
idea that.
Not millions in the room with him.
Like
Way
just
more? I don't know about way more.
15 meters below them. It's
Thousands?
a graveyard full of 6 million people. I'm actually getting a little bit creeped out. I think we should get out of here. And the guide is supposed to wait for us. I don't want to be left alone down here because he's the only way to get out. He is the only one who knows the way, so we should get going.
Now all that was left was to get out, which proved harder than we thought. We got lost multiple times
I feel like with modern technology, you don't think they could remap this well.
and had to take numerous detours to
There's just no point. Like, why would you spend the money on
avoid
remapping
running
this?
into people. And it took us quite a while to find the exit, but in the end the guide led us to a ladder he thought could be the way out.
So above us now.
It's also just such old infrastructure. Like, wouldn't you be a little bit nervous that like one of these spokes could collapse because it's rusted or something? Like I'm not saying like one of the fucking tunnels collapsing, but more so just like you're trying to get out and then you just slip on a ladder and fucking like impale yourself.
Is the exit? We don't know if it's open or not though.
Did he just push that shit with his head? Jesus! Yeah, you're just... Dude, you're just a Dude, so you're telling me that there's like random people in Paris, like random French guys just walking on the street and then you just see some dude crawl out of the fucking sewers? I'd be like, hey man, how's your night going?
Excuse me, are you Magnus?
You're just like French guys bar hopping or something. You just go out of the... Is that Magnus? You're the famous rock climber. Why are you in the sewer?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess it's a future video,
Yeah.
not like military training this time.
Not military training.
Okay, how was it?
It's good, yeah. It's been going from...
Bro probably smells like shit. So how was it? He's sopping wet.
far away, so it's very dirty though.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, I can smell.
So
Let's
enjoy
go.
Paris, no?
Yeah, thank you.
The
Thank
surface
you.
this time.
Yeah.
Good luck, bye.
All right, take care.
So that is definitely one of the most random times I've been recognized. Anyways, quickly before I end this video, please do not try to go down there yourself and definitely do not try to use this video as a tutorial. I can't stress enough how massive and potentially dangerous.
And the amount of cuts, dude, and the whole time they're walking, it just looks like the same shit every time. Like, every corner you turn looks identical. That was a great video, though. Oh my god. Okay.